Hi, my name is Paul Garcia. How you started playing basketball?
Honestly, I used to just play for fun growing up. I would play every sport: basketball, soccer, baseball, football. Yeah. Um, but I realized at a young age that basketball was I was the best at basketball. Probably when I was like 10 or 11, I realized I was the best at basketball. So I kind of just kept playing. Used to love watching people play too, and it also helped that it was easier to play all year round because it's not an outdoor sport. But so I would say like I played every sport and I just kind of stuck with basketball as I got older.
Why you choose Tampa your college school?
That's a good question. I actually got recruited very late, so honestly, I was gonna go to a university maybe in Toronto, and they kind of just contacted me and were interested. So then I flew out. I saw the school, and I don't know. I just thought it'd be a good opportunity. You know, colleges in Canada don't offer full scholarships, but in America they do. So that was very appealing too. So that was a big part of it, and I thought it was a good school academically, and they're in a good conference as well. So that's kind of how it went down. I got recruited late though. I think I signed in June.
How's your college life basketball in Tampa?
How was like the basketball in Tampa? You mean? Okay. It was cool. Different. Obviously, everyone is coming and they want to put their fingerprint on the team and stuff like that. And I was just a young guy, trying to do the same thing. So at first, it was a little bit difficult because I thought I was going to play a little bit more my first year, and I didn't get to play a lot. I played a lot preseason, and then during the season, I played a lot less than I expected. So that was very, very difficult. But the years after I started and played a lot more minutes and got more trust from my coaching staff and my teammates and all that. So it was a learning experience for me for sure. Learning how to, fight and keep my confidence kind of leveled. But I mean, that's what you got to go through as like teenager or a young adult, right? It's not always going to go your way. You're not always going to be on a team where you're the main guy and all that stuff. So I think it prepared me for things after university, which did help me deal with certain situations. So I'm thankful for it, and I did stick it out and ended up, being like a main guy eventually.
How your career started in Jordan?
Oh, this is a good question. I was in university still, and then somebody just messaged me saying if I'm interested in the national team, and I was like, yeah, sure. If you guys are, gonna give me the opportunity to, or whatever. I didn't even know that there was a national team. So after I finished my university, they kind of set it up for me to go try out for like a couple weeks, and they said if we like you, we'll keep you. If not, then you'll just be here for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it was. And that's kind of how it started. They just kept me, and I kept playing tournaments here and there, and just stay with the team ever since.
How's experience playing in Jordanian Basketball League?
It's all right. My first year was very, very competitive. It was good. I think it was a lot more like dispersed and talent-wise throughout the teams. There was like 3-4 solid teams. But now it's getting better. Like this year, we had 2 Americans on the court for the Final Four, which is the first time that's happened since I've played in the Jordan League. So that made it a lot more competitive, and which is good because I think now they're moving towards the right direction of trying to make the league more competitive, more teams. So I think it will continue to get better.
How's experience playing in FIBA World?
I mean, I had 2 different experiences, the first one and the second one. The first one, I was the young guy, kind of just just trying to start the offense, and like I was obviously nervous and all that, but great experience. It was in China the first time, and if anyone's never been to China, they need to go and experience basketball over there, even in the Philippines. But yeah, no, China was very fun, great experience. Something I definitely wasn't used to, playing in arenas that big. Just like playing against people, I played against Germany, France, like those are like NBA players. So it's been a crazy experience to say the least. Humbling, but like also we're all just basketball players, so it's kind of like you overthink it. It's worse. You just got to go out and play basketball. At the end of the day, where it's just one ball, like we just gotta play good defense and be smart on offense, and kind of just think of it that way instead of who you're going against. So it was a good experience overall, like for both of them. It's definitely cool to be put in those positions. I would say it's the highest level of basketball that I've played in. So to be in it twice was definitely a blessing. Hopefully I can do it more.
How's your game winner against Chinese Taipei?
Man, it was crazy, honestly. We were down, I think, like 9 points with like 50 seconds left. It did not look like we were even going to win at all. And I think the guy missed the first free throw, which helped us a lot. And then he made the second one. That's good he did make the second one, because if he missed it, then it would have been harder for us, actually. He should have missed it. But I told the guy, I was like, yo, just give it to me. I told one of our inbounder, I was like, yo, just give it to me. I'll find a way to just get open, to get some sort of clean look. There wasn't enough time. I think it was like 3.8 seconds left or something. So like there wasn't enough time to, pass it up court and give it to somebody else. So I just wanted to kind of get any kind of possible open look. That's why I drove to the right and then I drove back to the middle. That way he doesn't just cut me off in one area. And, I just shot a shot, like a runner. And it was probably the craziest feeling ever, honestly. It felt good coming out of my hand, but I didn't think it would go in, not even touching rim, and just what the game meant and all that stuff. I don't even think I slept that night because of my phone lagged. It with how many messages I got, my phone was all messed up. But that definitely was the best shot of my career so far, and I don't know if I would get a better one. But that was crazy. Honestly, it's like a dream come true. When you're a kid, you always kind of you imagine yourself in that same position so many times, and to be put in that position, ball in my hand, and able to create something and make the shot. It's a crazy feeling. It's something you can't really explain, honestly.
How's the feeling recognized by Giannis?
I'm at this point, I'm fresh out of university, right? So I'm playing against guys my age and younger and all that stuff, and then in a month or two later, I'm playing against Greece and Giannis. He was, I think, the MVP a year, maybe 2 years after that. So maybe even a year after. But it was really cool, because he could tell I was young and one of the younger guys on the team. So having him talk to me and kind of appreciate that my skill level at that age was a very good feeling, So I don't know. You just as I said, you can't really worry about who you're playing against. You just gotta go and ball out. You at that point you have to show them that you belong even more. So to go and to kind of get those nice words from Giannis and get recognized by him, it means the world, especially for a guy coming out of university.
Your toughest opponent player in the FIBA Asia?
Toughest opponent? Australia and New Zealand is tough. They're very similar in their playing style. Australia is definitely a bit stronger. They got more length and some NBA guys and stuff. Um, yeah, I would say those are the probably like two toughest opponents in Asia. I mean, Asian teams are good. I mean, there's Japan. I don't think I've played against them in a real FIBA game. So it's been a while since I played against them, but Japan is good. Obviously, Lebanon is obviously always going to be good. That's like a little rival we got. But other than that, I would say the toughest is for sure Australia and New Zealand.
How's teammate with Rondé Hollis Jefferson?
Rondé is a great guy, man. Right? He's a great guy, top to bottom, inside the court, outside the court. He's very humble. He's very like personable, relatable. Like he's super super cool guy off the court, and I think that's where he builds. He gets you to like build your trust in him. Um, he's just crazy athlete. Um, can guard, can shoot mid range better than the three, but he'll still make some good threes. Like like and he'll get to his spot. That's like he might shoot the same shot 10 times in a game, and it will be the same effectiveness, and he'll be able to get it whenever he wants. So I admire that about him. He knows what he's good at, and he just does it. Helps us on the rebounding and all that stuff. Can play the point. He can bring in the ball. He's very very versatile. I honestly don't know how he's not in the NBA, but it's an amazing thing to play with him because he gives me tips. He gives me confidence. He's not a guy that's like talking down to anyone. If anything, he's trying to elevate everyone around him, right? So, and he demands greatness. Like he works out like early. He has like we did this like early bird workout at like 6:30 or 7 in the morning. I remember. And like slowly, like more guys started to join him. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's good to have somebody like that of that level of basketball, and around us day in day out.
Why you choose jersey number 5?
Good question. I actually changed between many jerseys throughout my years, like the numbers. I like number 1 because of Tracy McGrady. I like number 5 because of Jason Kidd. I liked 15 because I like Carmelo Anthony. Like I used to go through a lot of numbers when I was younger, growing up, and I did like the number 5. I used it for one time on my team, and then I like switched even to like 11 one year. And I liked number 5, but I wasn't sure like what my number was because I went through a lot of numbers. And my first year of university, like when I signed, they were like, we have number 5. That was like what they said. We have number 5 available. So I kind of took that as like a sign. I was like, okay, I like number 5 already. It was probably my number 1 option already, but the fact that they kind of suggested it made it more. I was like, okay, like that should be my number then. So I kind of just stuck with it. There's no real reason that it is number 5. I just kind of like the number, honestly.
If you not became professional player, what do you think your work right now?
That's a great question too. I mean, I studied business management in university, so I would say something in the business side of things. I'm not really sure what exactly, but for sure something in the business side. I think I would have stayed in Florida for a couple of years though if I did not move to Jordan and play and all that stuff. I think I would have started over there and kind of see how my life would have played out, and I could have always come back to Toronto if I wanted to. But definitely, I think if I did stay there, it would have started in some sort of business capacity, or possibly if I did like some sort of assistant coaching with my university at the moment. That would have been probably the second option. But yeah, I would say probably something related to business.
Last question, your starting 5, all of your teammates?
I've played with, okay, so me at the 1. I'm going Dar at the 2. I'm going RJ at the 3. I'm going Dweri at the 5, and I'm going Zayd Abbas at the 4. even though I caught him a little bit late in his career, yeah, he still gotta be he gotta be the four man. And if I was gonna swap him out, I would swap him out with Zayn Najdawi, somebody who's younger than him. But I think when I first met Zayd Abbas, he was still in decent shape. I think he was like 35, 34. So yeah, he would probably be the four for me.
Thank you for watching.